Hello, and welcome to this week's installment of our bite-sized budget series. This installment will cover the budget category of other personnel, and in this video, we will go over what the definition of other personnel is. So, as opposed to key or senior staff who have scientific direction or management of the project, other personnel are staff who work on the project, they are being paid on the project or volunteering time on the project, but they don't have a primary role in that scientific direction or management. And they typically have fewer requirements for the things that they have to submit, either internally for our office or to the sponsor. Non-senior personnel typically don't have to submit a resume or a vita. They typically don't have to certify effort. Their names do not usually need to go into my proposals to be approved at the proposal level, things like that. For key and senior personnel, that is the last installment if you need to go back and review that. And I would recommend that if you are budgeting for other personnel who are salaried, because the budgeting will be the same as if you were budgeting for senior personnel. And you would put that in that part of the budget so that fringe is being calculated correctly. And that does kind of make going from the internal budget to the sponsor budget a little bit messy, but our office can help in those situations. Some examples of other personnel include postdoctoral positions. This could either be a fellow or a research associate. Postdocs can be listed in senior personnel, so it all comes down to their level of responsibility and management of the project. Other professionals who are not senior or key personnel might be technicians, veterinarians if you're working with animals, system experts, computer programmers, design engineers, people that you need their expertise on the project, but they are not leading the direction of the project. They don't have any sort of oversight. They are not submitting reports to the sponsors. So they are other personnel rather than key or senior. This includes research assistants, any students that you are hiring on the grant, and administrative workers. As a note with administrative workers, typically administrative salary is considered an indirect cost and should not be budgeted separately. In order to charge direct administrative salaries on a grant, there are some conditions that need to be met, and we will cover that in the next video because that is when we will be covering budgeting and justifying other personnel. Thank you so much for listening. This was a bit of a shorter video. The next one will be a little bit longer because we will do the budgeting and justification in one.